of watching. Oh, neither of these look like final sides. Michael! Fuck it, straight back downstairs. Don't even want to fucking look at him. Just every single thing he does and says when I'm around is you're a fucking failure. And I don't want a piece of that shit.
Mark, I don't think that's what. I think you're just saying it that way. Because I don't think he's saying it. It's like to think about being in the room, two people in the room at the same time, never going to say the same thing. This is how you see what he says.
He went out of his way to hurt me because he thought I was the worst human being on the planet.
100 years ago.
That was 2 years ago.
And
Why would I want to be around that person?
I thought that you guys resolved that.
No, we didn't. I was forced to. So I was forced to put up with it. He's gone now. I do not want to have to fucking put up with him anymore.
And how do you think that makes me feel?
I know you don't want to hear it, Mum.
Not only you don't want to put up with him, but that you didn't want to come home and you were forced to.
Well, Mum, you were a bitch before I left as well. Like, I wouldn't want to leave now. I got offered to leave. Again. And I didn't. I said, no, I'm going to stay. I don't want to leave. But you were a bitch before I left.
Because you were the perfect child?
No, because when the whole thing blew up and I was mad as fuck, you said it was my fault.
No, Mark.
Yes, you did.
No.
And you were like, oh, well, what gives you the right to yell at me? When you were trying to get those two alone together.
No, I wasn't trying to get them alone together.
Yes, you were.
Listen to me. That night when everything happened, I didn't know any.
I know you didn't know anything.
All I thought that was going on was that Michael had stepped in between you and Kim. Stepped in between you because you had lost your temper.
Yes,
Yeah.
I lost my temper.
In anyone else's eyes, Mark, that would be a brave thing for Michael to do, to step in between you and anybody. Why would you think that me, as a responsible person, would leave someone who's half your fucking size when you were that rapeable? I thought that I was actually protecting her and protecting you from doing anything to her.
I have no objections with how you acted that night. You had no idea what was going on. I'm mad with how you acted after that night. When you knew everything, when you got told everything.
When did I find out? Not that night.
No, later on. When Michael came out and said everything that had happened, you were still fucking pissed with how I acted towards you. And that's bullshit.
I was pissed because how you acted towards me.
Yes.
Explain to me. Because I'm lost now, yeah.
We were in the lounge room and everything came out. Mike admitted everything. And after that happened, you turned to me and you were still mad that I had yelled at you or raised my voice at you. That was your whole concern. You didn't give a shit about anything else.
Oh, yes, I did. Give a shit about everything else. And if you had spoken to your brother, you would know how much of a shit I gave
you try and talk to me and go, you know, this sucks, Mark. I feel bad about what fucking happened. That's an absolute shit. No, you were just fucking mad at me.
You really didn't give me much chance to talk to you after it, Mark.
You had your chance. We were right there. We were all sitting down calmly talking about the situation.
When?
When we were in the lounge room together. When Michael was admitting what had happened. And you didn't care.
I don't remember it.
Well, I do.
Who knows what the fuck I took that day?
That was the decision that made me leave. Was you being fucking mad at me? No, don't worry. I came to you with a serious conversation about how I'm feeling like shit. And everybody's making me feel like shit. And you end up yelling at me again. And saying, oh,